Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about one of the most important topic of writing skills, that is letter writing. This is very useful for class 9 as well as for class 10. So here we go with the letter writing. Before we start with this topic, we just need to know what actually letter writing is. It is a means of communication in written form. You can write a letter at your working area, in your offices, in your schools, as well as you can use this means of communication in your personal lives also. Long back in the ancient days, writing letters were very important. But now, because the things have got more technical, telephones are there, computers are there, so somehow the uses have decreased, but the craze of writing a letter is still the same. So, a letter is a written message that you write or you print on a piece of paper. Now, if we talk about the broader division of letter, it is divided into two forms, that is formal and informal. And if we talk about the minor divisions, we have formal letter, business letter, letter to editor, circulars, official letters, social letters, employment letters, and yes, which comes in formal. Now let's talk about the first type of letter, that is formal letter. Now the name formal itself shows that formality has to be done. You need to be very formal, very professional in your words. The vocabulary which you are using, that has to be very specific and very to the point. These letters follow a certain pattern. There's a proper format that we are going to discuss later. And this format has to be strictly followed if you're writing a formal letter. Okay? All the other kinds of letter like business letter, orders, complaints, all these are included in formal category. Informal letters are the letters that we write to our near and dear ones, our friends, family, and relatives. So as it sounds informal, that clearly shows that we can be casual in our conversation. We don't need to be specific in the choice of vocabulary. Business letter. Now, business letter, we all know it's a commercial letter, a letter that we are writing for the business purpose. Maybe for sending a quotation of any import or export, to order something, or if you have not received the order on time or in proper condition, you write a complaint letter or you write a claim letter. So, these terms are related to the businesses. So the letter which we write for these purpose are known as business letter. Now, if you talk about official letters, these letters are being written to some official branches. Okay, it can be your MCD department, it can be your electricity department that is dealing with some of the rules, regulations, and procedures. Official letters are also considered as formal in nature, and again we have to follow the certain structure, format, and decorum of the letter. Now, one letter is very specific among the children, that is letter to editor. This letter is written to a newspaper editor to drag the attention of the readers and the people in the country. Here, you write the letter to the editor urging to print your article there. Now, moving to the next type is social letter. Now, social letter is a letter which you write to congratulate someone for the condolence, invitation, and as well as when you write a reply letter for any invitation. Then comes the circular. Circular letters are the letters which are written by some authorized person to the normal people. It might be written by the management or by the government or by any association or by any society, where certain rules are being mentioned that has to be followed by the people. And the last letter is employment letter, a letter that is written as in the form of application, promotion letter, joining letter, offer letter, provident fund letter, anything that is related to the employment of the person. Now, as because in 9th and 10th, we basically focus on the formal letter. So a formal letter is written in a very formal language. You need to be very certain and stipulated in the format. These letters are written for official purposes to the authorities, dignitaries, colleagues, seniors, and so on. Here, you need to follow the proper format and drafting. Now, here we have the format of the formal letter. When you start with a letter, the beginning is going to be sender's address. It means the address of the person who is writing the letter. Now, this address can be written in 2 or 3 lines. To make your presentation more appropriate, leave a line after the sender's address and write the date. Now, date has to be in the format of English language. That is 1st September 2021 or September 1st, 2021. You will not follow the pattern of DDMMYY. That is not acceptable. Again, for the presentation purpose, leave a line. Then comes the receiver's address. In all the forms, the receiver's address is written in 3 lines. The first line carries the designation of the person whom you are writing the letter. The second line carries the name of the office. Like suppose you are writing the letter to the editor, you will write the newspaper's name, the Times of India or Hindustan Times. And in the third line, you write the office address. After leaving a line, you will write the greeting, or we also call it as salutation. That is, sir or madam. It is not compulsory to write dear or respected, and now we don't put a comma after the word. Then after skipping a line, you will write the subject. Now try to write the subject in as minimum words as you can. No grammatic format is required. You can omit the conjunctions, the articles, the determiners. So overall, what I want to say is the subject has to be in short. And then after leaving a line, you start the body of the letter. When you write a formal letter, we generally write 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph contains the introduction of the purpose of writing the letter. The second paragraph talks about the matter in detail. And the third paragraph includes the conclusion, obligation, and what you want the person to do. After this, you will leave a line and you will do the closing of the letter by writing thanking you, and you write the subscription, yours truly, yours sincerely, yours obediently, and so on. And at the end of the letter, you write your complete name, no short forms, no nicknames. Your complete name has to be written. Now, when you write a letter, there are certain points that has to be taken care. Like first is, always follow the letter format. Whatever the format of the letter is, you need to follow. When you're writing, to make your letter more presentable, try to leave lines after every heading. The introduction of the body part must clearly state the reason. So when you're writing the introduction paragraph, try to clarify the reason behind writing your letter in this paragraph only. Try to use simple language and to the point. Okay, and whatever point you start, try to complete it. Of course, the punctuation and the spellings are very important. Now, because you are writing a formal letter, your language has to be polite, your way has to be courteous and gentle. Because again, I'm saying you're writing this letter to dignitaries, someone who is senior than you. So you need to follow the manner and must give the clear detail of the matter. So this is how we write a formal letter. I hope you all would have understood. Thank you.